Hello Starseeds, welcome back to my kitchen. So today we're gonna be making a coconut lentil curry and I can't wait because I'm starving. This is gonna be so delicious, mixed with all kinds of different vegetables and spices and herbs. So before we get into the recipe, don't forget that we are here every single Wednesday, Fridays and Sundays, and we are freeing all beings one recipe at a time together, okay? So let's make this curry. So I've gone ahead and chopped up an array of different vegetables here. And what I love about this coconut curry recipe is that there's so many different kinds of veg that we're getting in, especially orange vegetables, okay? I'm obsessed with orange vegetables. I love carrots, I love sweet potatoes because we need vitamin A, okay? Especially if you're vegan, you're gonna wanna get as many orange vegetables as you can into your diet. So without further ado, I am going to just chop up the last of our vegetables. So I just have some carrots here. I'm gonna chop them up into little chunks. And just place them on this plate, which is sort of super filled with, there's no room for the carrots. That's okay. Let's just put them on top. Right, so did I even mention what kind of vegetables we're putting into this recipe? So we've got white potatoes, sweet potatoes, red cabbage, purple cabbage, because we need to get in our vitamin K, and we've got a whole lot of red peppers as well for vitamin C, and we got some zucchinis and chili peppers, because this needs to be spicy, guys, okay? We're making a curry after all. But for those of you who aren't into spicy curries, you can leave this out. So we're also gonna be adding in some lemongrass, and this is gonna add in a lot of flavor. Whether you're making a curry or a stir fry, this is a really good idea. So what you wanna do is you just wanna remove the outer layers of the leaves and set them aside. And then you're gonna cut off this part, which is like the stem. Just cut that, it's tough. I can't do it. Oh, there it is. Okay, and this is the funnest part ever because we're gonna beat the crap out of this lemongrass. Okay? It's good therapy. You know, there's some people that really need a good punch in the face. And since we're classy, okay, we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna take this and just smash it. Think of that person that needs a good beating. Okay, that was fun. So now what we're gonna do is take your knife and just cut into really small pieces. So don't forget that you should cut off the bulb, okay, of the lemongrass. And now you can just thinly as possible, slice up the rest of the lemongrass, and it's so fragrant. So now you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna grate up a whole chunk of ginger. Okay, it's gotta be a big chunk. And as many garlic cloves as you can stand. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is place the ginger and the garlic mince into our little bowl along with the lemongrass. And now just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the spices that we're gonna use in this coconut curry. So here I've got some Himalayan salt, turmeric, cinnamon, paprika, and some black pepper, okay? Now you need to add black pepper if you're gonna add in turmeric because the black pepper actually activates the turmeric, okay? So without black pepper, you're not gonna get the benefits that turmeric has to offer. Now you can go ahead and add in some more spices if you like, but this is what I have on hand. And then of course I have dried oregano, which I adore. And all of these, like dried oregano, turmeric, all these things are packed with antioxidants. So you gotta add these in. Also, the star of the show, actually it's not, it's the second star, I think. coconut milk. You need coconut milk for this recipe. My brand is Amazing Organic Coconut Milk, and I find that this one is really nice and creamy, but it also has a bit of liquid in it. Okay. Also, the star of the show. Now, obviously we're using lentils in this recipe because after all, it is a lentil coconut curry. What I did was I soaked these overnight for 8 hours. And if you press your nail into the lentil, it really is really soft. And the whole point is that, number one, this will become more bioavailable to you, like all of the nutrients in them, because you soak them overnight. And that gets rid of all the phytates in the bean. Okay, so please make sure that you soak your lentils. And also the other benefit is that these are not going to take long to cook. So these will cook in like less than 5 minutes, okay, because they're already soft. So the final thing that I want to show you guys is basically I have some organic fresh mint leaves and coriander, and we're just going to garnish our coconut curry with these, okay? So make sure you have some fresh herbs on hand. And now all we have to do is go to the stove. Let's do it. So the first thing we're gonna do is add in some coconut oil. And to that, we're going to add in our lemongrass, red chili pepper, garlic, and ginger mince. So just wanna mix it up a little bit. Now the pan is starting to sizzle and it's getting really nice and fragrant in here. And at this point, you just want to go ahead and throw in your spices and give it a good mix. So now I'm just going to dump all of my vegetables. Made a mess. Just dump all your vegetables in and give it a good mix. Just make sure that all the spices and the lemongrass and the minced ginger and garlic are just distributed nicely and covering all of the vegetables. So we're gonna go ahead and add in 1 can of coconut cream. Give it a stir. So the coconut cream is just gonna make it super creamy and add so much flavor into this curry. Now I will add a little bit of water, but not too much because I don't want to make it too soupy. Okay, so at this point, you just want to stir it up, and then we're going to cover the pot and let the potatoes cook. So after 20 minutes, my potatoes seem to be almost tender. So now at this point, I'm going to add in my lentils. And remember, these lentils have been soaking overnight, so they're pretty tender already. They don't need to be cooked for too long. Just give it a good mix. I'm putting about 2 cups of lentils inside. So you're gonna mix all of the lentils up. And now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna cover it with the lid and let it cook. So it took me about 15 minutes or so to actually cook my lentils. Now, if you're not soaking your lentils, it might take a lot longer than that. However, if you have soaked your lentils, it might even take a little longer than 15 minutes. So just keep your eye on it and have a taste every now and then. Also, if your curry is a little too runny, like if you put the coconut milk inside and then you went ahead and put a little bit of water inside and you realize that you put in too much water and it's too runny, you can always just take a ladle and remove some of the water from, some of the liquid from inside the curry. That's no problem. So now what we have left to do is add in some of our herbs and a little bit of coconut cream. So we're just going to take this oregano, this dried oregano, and just crush it on top of the curry. And then also, what I like to do once my curry is cooked is I like to take just the cream from the top of the can and place it inside the curry. You don't want any of the liquid for this part. This is just gonna enhance the flavor even more. and make it even creamier. So just take a spoon and give it a nice mix. So now I'm just gonna take some of my mint leaves here and just place them inside. I'm just gonna do a combination of mint and coriander. And this will just add in some extra flavor and nutrition. So my Indian-inspired lentil coconut curry is ready, and me and Greg are going to dig into this immediately after this video is finished. Guys, I just wanted to bring to your attention something. I completely forgot to go out and get some curry powder, which obviously is necessary in a curry. So please, if you have curry powder on hand, you just want to add that in as well. Also, don't be afraid to have a taste and see, does it need more salt? Does it need more pepper? Does it need more garlic? Does it need more ginger? Get creative in the kitchen and add whatever spices and herbs you want to this, and also vegetables. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, because we are here every single Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and we are freeing all beings one recipe at a time together. So I'll see you guys next time.